Steelers Nation. We have some massive Steelers injury updates to get right to you guys. We know we got a lot of stuff to talk about going into this game against the Philadelphia Eagles in Philadelphia. It's going to be a tough game. The Eagles are sitting at 11-2. We're sitting at 10-3. It's going to be the Battle of Pennsylvania. Steelers have not beat Philly in Philadelphia for 60 years, so it's going to be a tough game. Tough five-star matchup, but I really think we got it. My name is Peyton Kleppy, and if you haven't already, click that subscribe button down below. It's really going to help me and my partner grow this channel moving forward. This is Steelers Digest. Let's get right into all the news. So first of all, unfortunately, we're not going to get Deshaun Elliott tomorrow. It's a really tough loss for us. Deshaun's been a stud all season. We picked him up in the offseason from the Miami Dolphins. And, out of Texas, this guy's been a stud in the NFL. Super physical, downhill safety. Can disrupt the run game and also the pass game. And he's delivered a ton of big hits throughout the season. And he's really made the Steelers defense finally complete in the back end. We've always depended on our boy Mink. But sometimes need some help, So Deshaun Elliott's been great for us. But unfortunately, we're not going to have him tomorrow. I expect guys like Damontae Kazee and Cam Sutton to step up and fill in for his role. Primarily Damontae Kazee, he fits in well in that strong safety position. He's had some success for us in the past. So I see Tomlin and Terrell Austin using him a lot. But also, Cam Sutton, he's a veteran guy. And, he kind of knows our defense in and out. He's pretty old. He's like 29, 30 for football age. And, I would keep your eyes out because I can see the Steelers putting him at safety like back in the day when they would throw Ike Taylor at safety when Ryan Clark was hurt or TP was hurt. So, keep an eye out for those two guys. Secondly, we're not going to have Larry O tomorrow. This is another tough loss for the D-line, but I really think our guys can really pick up some of the slack without him being there. This guy's great in the run game. He's an okay pass rusher, but primarily a great run stuffer. And, he's out, didn't practice all week like Sean. So I expect guys like our captain, Cam Hayward, to really step up. I expect guys like Keanu Benton to step up for his second week in a row. Shout out Keanu Benton. Last week he had a nice pick six. So got to give my boy a shout out. But, I also expect guys like Isaiah Loudermilk to step up. We drafted Loudermilk a few years ago. I think this is his fourth year. And really didn't see the field. He hasn't seen the field a lot. He had a blocked field goal earlier on in this year. So expect him to step up in the left defensive end position now that Larry O's hurt. So it's going to be a tough loss on the D-line. But this game is going to be really primarily who can win at the line of scrimmage. And I think we have all the tools to potentially do it. But we got to see it tomorrow. So the third big injury that we have for tomorrow's game is you guys probably have already heard the news about this guy. George Pickens is out for the second week in a row. This is a super tough loss, especially for this big game. Because like I've said in the past, he's our primary number one offensive threat. And last week we were able to make it work against Cleveland. But as you guys know, Cleveland is not a good football team. Philadelphia is 20 times better than them. So, not having GP against the Eagles is going to be super tough. And we're going to have guys like Mike Williams, Calvin Austin III, Scotty Too Hotty, Van Jefferson, Pat Fryermuth, Michael Pruitt, Darnell. We got to have all those guys step up because without GP, it's going to be really tough getting down the field, especially with those corners down in Philly. They got the guy from Iowa, the white guy, I forgot his Cooper DeJean. They got who else? They got Quinyon Mitchell. Both those guys they drafted this year, super great cornerbacks. But I'm excited to see what our receivers can do against them. Maybe expose them, especially Cooper. He's a lunch pail kind of player, Mr. Fundamental. But I still think our guys got the speed over him. So expect our offense to look very different tomorrow. But just with different numbers, Just forget about that 14 for one day. And I really expect number 18, Mike Williams, to have a huge day. He's been great for us as the number 3 receiver, kind of filling in for Van Jefferson and Calvin Austin. But expect him to be at the number 1 receiver spot, him or Calvin Austin, because both those guys have shown that they are really skilled position guys and they can fit in that number one if GP's hurt. So just keep an eye out for those matchups. Like I was talking about earlier, Minkah Fitzpatrick, he's the other safety alongside Deshaun Elliott. Expect him to have a big day. This guy's been kind of quiet all throughout the year, but it's been more so because he's been doing his job and just taking care of that back half of the field. And, most quarterbacks haven't even thrown his way most of the year. This guy's been pretty great in the run game. He's always been a great secure tackler here and there. But expect him to have a big game. I want him to get at least one pick this year. So I expect him to maybe have a pick or a turnover tomorrow and show that he's still one of the top safeties in the AFC North. Expect him to have a big game, though. Expect that 39 to be flashing all around the field. And this is the guy I was just talking about, Mike Williams. Mike Williams came in that first week we traded for him. He had about a 30, 40-yard game-winning touchdown. And ever since then, he's kind of been quiet, kind of fell down the roster. But, a lot of it's just been catching up to speed with the offense. He was down in up in New York for the majority of the beginning of the season and the offseason with the Jets. And unfortunately, things didn't work out. The Jets are the Jets. Sorry to say it, any Jets fans, but they're not a great culture up there. So I expect him to have a big game. I expect him to be really caught up with the offense and probably be at the number one spot. He's 6'4". He's 230. Big receiver, got that Megatron build. I don't want to compare him to him, but he's got that build. He's got that straight line speed. As we've seen in that first touchdown, he's got that deep ball threat. And he's a great player, so expect him to have some big targets tomorrow in the absence of GP against Cooper DeJean and Quinyon Mitchell. It's going to be a really tough game. Like I said before, it's going to be the Battle of Pennsylvania, and I really expect it to be a shootout or a really close defensive game. Hopefully a shootout. Hopefully we end up on the right end of the stick and get the dub. Our buddy Russell Wilson is actually 5-0 against the Eagles, so I think we got a great chance to get this dub. The Battle of PA. If you guys didn't know, the Steelers are also featured on Hard Knocks. So if you haven't got a chance, tune in, watch the first 2 episodes on HBO for this next game tomorrow, because I'm expecting a crazy game in Hard Knocks. I'm expecting some popcorn football. Grab your popcorn, get ready, because it's going to be a rough one. That's really all I got for you guys tonight. Like I said, please hit that subscribe button down below. It's really going to help me and my partner Remington as we build this channel and grow moving forward. That's all I got for you guys. My name is Peyton Kleppy once again. This has been Steelers Digest. Here we go. Let's get that number 11 win tomorrow. Let's go, boys. Thanks so much.